Let's go black on the inside of People Magazine, September 30th issue. Gracing the cover of People Magazine is Food Network star Ina Garten. In the magazine, she discusses overcoming her dark childhood and finding glory. And she goes into detail about the fact that her childhood was so bad. It's the reason why she determined that she didn't want to have children today. And the husband that she has, that she's had for years, many years, I want to say at least over 25 years, he actually respected that decision. My current though favorite, I say network food star is Cartier Brown, baby. Her mac and cheese went viral. I think it was over 9 million views on Instagram. And believe it or not, y'all, guess what she puts in her recipe for mac and cheese? She puts egg. She puts egg. That's why you gotta watch it. And another, I would say, like a non-Food Network star that I watch, and I would say that she's a chef. She's in the digital space, the Kitchenista. I initially followed her, I believe it was on Twitter back in like 2014 or 15, so somewhere around that time, the teens time of the 2000s. When she was barbecuing, like doing the grill stuff on Twitter. So that's where I initially was introduced to the Kitchenista. So to all the people who be in the kitchen. What? Okay, I'm done. Page 5 includes Meg Thee Stallion talking about a possible collaboration with who else but Taylor Swift. Now, the only other rapper that I know that did a Taylor Swift collab was who? Ice Spice? Am I tripping? Y'all let me know in the comments below if I am. If I'm missing anybody, I want to know who it is. And while Megan is waiting on her Taylor Swift collab, according to rumors, I'm still rooting for Nicki Minaj to do a collab with, I would say, Billie Eilish or even Ariana Grande. You and Ariana already did a collab already. I want to been there all day, right? I've been there all night. I don't know if that's the words. I think Nicki was on that song with Ariana Grande. And then I also heard that Taylor Swift and also Billie Eilish, they don't really get along like that in the industry. That's what the streets say, okay? So that would be a perfect person to collab with. Juicy, right? The 5 things, y'all, that are being talked about this week includes Michael B. Jordan, who is set to direct and star in the 3rd iteration of the thriller, The Thomas Crown Affair. Now, initially, the first film starred, it says Steve McQueen, and then the second, I remember this one, was Pierce Brosnan. But also they say Jordan's fellow former sexiest man alive. Well, that's the role that, or the new role that Michael B. Jordan is set to play, is the role and being the star in the Thomas Crown Affair. Now let's go inside, y'all. The Emmys on page 15. They discuss the 76th Primetime Emmy Awards show. Now, the Bears' Liza Colin Zayas was another surprise of the night. She won for supporting actress in a comedy series, saying, "I didn't think it would be possible." She told the crowd of why she didn't write a speech. And I think she said even her husband told her to write a speech. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to win." And then she ended up winning. So congratulations to her. Saw some video online of her dancing with who else but the fabulous Miss Cheryl Lee Ralph, who is on page 14, posing for a panel hosted by People. Shout out to Abbott Elementary. There's also, I saw some reports saying that this season y'all were able to get raises. Many of you are making at least $200,000 per episode. So congratulations to y'all on that. And congratulations on a brand new season. Essence.com reports that it was Lamorne Morris. He had a big night, winning Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Limited Series or Anthology for his exceptional performance in FX's Fargo. And while the culture was lacking in the winning circle, the Emmys was filled with appearances from some prominent Black entertainers, including Damon Wayans, Miss Niecy Nash Betts, Viola Davis, and Susan Kelechi Watson. They were all presenters. Y'all, I love award shows. I actually used to constantly watch them, and I still do to this day. Remember that 2002 Oscars when both Halle Berry and Denzel Washington took home Best Actor and Best Actress Oscars. That was definitely a phenomenal night, and I will never forget that year. I was still in high school. Emmy's Best Dressed on page 16 includes Quinta Bronson in a shiny George's Chakra couture gown, complemented with 2 black bows, complementing the look with kind of like some sleek hair, I'd say. And they say this is Tiffany & Co. Jules, Io Edaberry was looking radiant in a Bottega Veneta gown, which featured red, black, and marigold sequins, along with a thigh-high split. I love a thigh-high split. In fact, I think she could have went a little with the split. I mean, now let me tell y'all, I love a good cape and a good high split, so you're gonna hear me talk about that all the time. Caught getting a selfie in at the Forbes Power Women Summit was Kerry Washington and Issa Rae. Shout out to Issa. I cannot wait to listen to what the Breakfast Club talked about as it pertains to Issa Rae, because she finally, y'all, responded, they say, to what it was Amanda Seales had been saying about the relationship and sort of her experience when she was on the last couple of seasons or so of Insecure. So gotta talk about that here in the future. And who runs the world? Girls. Page 30 highlights weddings, babies, and splits. Let's start with the good part. Can we start with the good part? CNN correspondent, his name is Omar Jimenez. He recently married Maya Volk, a beauty marketer, saying that he wants to be able to tackle life with the person I understand the most. And Cardi B and Offset, of course, welcomed their brand new daughter. But has she revealed the name yet, y'all? I don't think she has. I wonder if it's actually going to begin with the letter K. They both already shared the son Wave, who is 3, and then also daughter Culture, who is 6. Happy birthday as well to Will Smith. He turns 56 on today, September the 25th. And actor James Pickens Jr. is promoting prostate cancer awareness for Movember. The disease has impacted, according to the report, the actor's family, including his father as well as his brothers. And the article continues saying that the disease disproportionately impacts African American men. Doctors have hypothesized that it could be because of access to healthcare or maybe even environmental or nutritional factors. The movement helps to fund more than 1,320 health projects. And when detected, y'all, it is not a death sentence. All it takes is an exam, according to the report. Sean Diddy Combs was arrested in New York City following a grand jury indictment. Now, I actually did a breaking news story on this and also the live press conference about it, and I've linked that below. The latest accuser, though, that has come forward include Dawn Richard, which is a former member of Danny DeCane. If you remember, that's the group one of the groups, actually, that Sean Diddy Combs put together during his famous show, Making the Band. It was alleged that Dawn Richards said that Diddy sexually and verbally abused her for nearly 10 years. Now, just like all of the other allegations, Diddy's lawyers have denied any wrongdoing and believe that the truth will come out in court. If you really, hone in, though, on Cassie and what she talked about with Diddy, from what I can see on my side of things, Cassie really did hone in specifically on the domestic violence component of things, right? And I want to give a shout out to one of my critics who actually sent me a link to a story regarding Cassie, wondering, will she be a person that will be called to testify if this is taken a little bit further into court? We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Now, Tito Jackson of the Jackson 5, he passed away at the age of 70 of a massive heart attack while he was reportedly driving to Claremont, Oklahoma. Now, Tito was the founding member of the iconic group, the Jackson 5, and his 3 sons of the band 3T wrote the following on social media about their father. They said, "Our father was an incredible man who cared about everyone and their well-being. He will be missed tremendously. Sending our love and condolences to the Jackson family." Michaela DePrince, who became a second soloist with the prestigious Boston Ballet and who also worked with Beyonce, she passed away in New York City on September the 10th, and the cause of death has yet to be revealed. We're Alone is a nonfiction book by author Edwidge Danticat, who is a Haitian-American novelist and short story writer. Be sure to check that out. Page 50 begins a spread about Keegan Michael Key, who talks about playing with robots as a kid to voicing Bumblebee in Transformers 1. He seems to enjoy letting his imagination run wild, and also it seems that he and Peele, they're not as close as what they used to be, if they're even on speaking terms. You're going to have to check out the article to get a little bit more information about that, but I hope y'all are able to get back to a better place. Page 65 includes Serena Williams wearing one of her lip gloss shades, which comes in a variety of colors. And Halle Berry, Miss Berry, all right. She's on page 70 as part of the crossword puzzle. And she's also recently revealed, if you don't know, that Prince asked her on a date once via a little note. And then when Muhammad Ali met her for the first time, he said, "I ain't never met nobody prettier than me." I don't know if he said it like that, but that's how I imagine Muhammad Ali saying that to Halle Berry. And that, y'all, is Black on the Inside of People magazine, September 30th issue.